All right, let's do it. Welcome to Brandverse, where we explore the what are we exploring?
We explore
NFT.
Web3
We're in
brands.
Web3 mania
Yeah, there we go.
right
Let's
now, guys. We're in Web3 mania. I'm sorry, we usually have an entire intro, but we have a lot going on right now.
a lot going on. A lot
Meme
going on.
meme coin season. We NFTs are down across the board. There's a lot going on, but I'm excited. Like I haven't had this much energy around Web3 in a long time.
Hell yeah. No, this is an incredible time. It definitely is. The velocity in which things are going up and down is mental. There's new things that pop up left and right. You had, you know, we'll get into Nick on the Barstool show today and how that affects, perception of crypto and meme coins and how things come up. But yeah, so let's dive into it, man.
Yeah, let's get into the show. Want to give you some context. Like the title of this show is how Web3 culture really works. And to be honest, when we talk about the bull run and momentum swings and stuff like that, how we get into bull and bear markets, there's like a macro side of things, and then there's a culture side of things, right? Where macro in terms of like overall Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana prices typically get run by the macro environment, what's going on across the Fed, what's going on in the world, and things like that as price swings, shift up and down. Then you have like the cultural moments that really captivate Web3 and the Web3 community. One of those cultural moments, we're experiencing that right now, actually today, where we have this run of like Nick, this token called Nick, which is based off of this guy named NFT Nick. If you're in the Web3 space, you kind of know who he is. He runs a podcast with PO and really cool show in the morning. Then, yeah, so it's this really cool phenomenon, and I think it speaks to a lot of something that you wouldn't really understand unless you actually are in Web3 on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think what you get with meme coins is that accessibility, that crazy, like, the virality part of crypto that gets people through the door, and like people love to like the gamble and the excitement. And Nick has done a good job at like memeing. He's gone viral before for his like SBF kind of investigation down the Bahamas, but this was like another level. This is insane. So basically, like, he created this character that says you choose rich, and obviously the crypto market is heated up. So he's like, hey, this is how we can I like how we can kind of permeate into the newer markets by being like humorous and having a good time. And I think he did a great job creating a character, and he got in front of Dave Portnoy today, who's somebody who is a day trader. He's somebody with a lot of influence, especially around the perception of, I would say, people with discretionary income between, 18 and 30. I feel like he has a good, maybe not 18, but I don't know. I would say he's like a millennial king for sure.
He's definitely a millennial king. Like the founder of Barstool, we kind of grew up with the rise of Dave Portnoy and this new independent sports media, kind of like an alternative to like an ESPN. And you have this guy, the NFT Nick, really got on the radar with just waking up with basically instead of a GM, it's like, hey, what's up to all my haters? Like you got to wake up. You got to choose rich. He's this like big phenomenon of choosing rich. And off the back of this, two tokens that kind of arose, this token called Nick, $ Nick. And then off that today, really another one that popped off is Rich, $ Rich. So obviously this is not investment advice. We're just kind of tracking this, and we're going to speak more to like how phenomenons like this really can hold the conversation in the NFT community for maybe a week, right? Like this is probably going to go for the whole week, at least it being part of the conversation, which is really, really interesting.
Yeah, 100%. And it's an interesting way for us to like experiment with different tokens and see kind of how and where attention is. And first of all, like trading meme coins on Solana is just like an excellent experience. Like it's just
Wild.
it's so much fun. It's such like a breath of fresh air for me, who's so used to paying so much gas on ETH and crazy kind of fees and all of that. So like seeing that and experiencing Solana there, it's just so obvious to me that retail is going to be coming in on Solana. So it's
Are you wearing a Barstool hat?
No, this is Parisian.
Pierre Saint Germain.
Yeah, I live in Paris. We have
Okay. I know. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Bonjour. What a good day today is.
Yo, I will say, like, so there's huge price fluctuations. Obviously, look, when you get into meme coins, just kind of
some pain of heart.
Yeah, when you get like, I've been on this since 8:30 in the morning, and it's like been nonstop, just watching this and like, just how the spikes are vicious, right? Something can rally 1,000% in an hour and then crash that quickly in a second, right? Like it's not for the faint of heart. This is not like getting into an NFT project and just watching it rally and go up and stuff like that. It's not that. It's a different game, man. It's
a different game. It's a different game, and you have to chart vibes with. It reminds me a lot of meme coins. Like when I first got into meme coins, like I was like refreshing, like my key market indicators were like velocity of tweets and memeability, the virality of like the actual meme on the day, and like the momentum it's able to carry, and kind of charting that, and like definitely like taking that as part of this like whole experience. With that being said, I haven't had something like this before, where you put some money in a flyer, and it's taken off.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And what I've learned also with meme coins, so like people are like, well, how do you find meme coins and how do you know which ones are going to pump and which, like, you kind of don't, like, obviously one, you have to be involved, right? You have to be in groups where people are talking about this and they're actively, looking at this stuff day to day, because it does literally change day to day, right? Like there's a big winner today that's not going to be the big winner of tomorrow, right? And it's very different on a day-to-day basis. But what I've learned, and something that I think you've really preached for a while, which is like, you got to ride your winners, right? You have to ride
your winners ride.
Let your winners ride, right? Like you got to have conviction, especially in meme coins. Because if you're going to do kind of like a spray and pray, it's just probably not going to work, because it takes, like there's a certain winner basically each day or every 2 days. So it's basically like you got to get in on that day and ride it for at least the day where it's really being hyped, so that you can actually maximize what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's an inexact science. You have to get lucky. And when you get lucky, you start to realize that that's your winner and that's your chance for the cycle. That's your chance. Like, you can spend all day trying to chart, find, mine. And there are some great meme coin traders out there. I'm not one of them. I pick, random ones that I see popping off for a quick in and out. Like, you jump into the jacuzzi, after 10 minutes, you get out, you're too hot. That's what I do. I'm in, I'm out. And today I did that, and the velocity in which it rose, it kept me in. And now I've been stuck staring at this chart all day. And we're coming back, by the way. We're coming back.
I know. By the way, your vibe, like from the start of the show, is very different even to now. Like, look at your face.
Dude, it's so intense.
Is down is like
it's so intense, man. But we're coming back. Oh, we're coming back. All right. It's breath. We need to breathe, people.
Yeah, that's funny.
So just so people understand,
just some backstory. Me and Roman, like literally an hour ago, were in the clouds. It's like it was the best day of our lives. And then as we were getting on, the price was coming down a little bit. We're like, what's going on?
Dude, so basically what people need to understand is if something goes up 1,000% and then it goes down 60%, 60% is 60% of the number it was up at 1,000%. Like, it's so brutal. So it's just like, oh my God, the turns are unreal. Like, and it's just been such a ride. And like, I'm so like I have meetings today. I got the show today. I've had meetings, and I'm just like so It takes over. I need a drink. I'm looking
So
forward to me and my
here's the
dudes doing
crazy
that.
thing for anyone that's literally really thinking about, oh, meme coins and this looks fun and I want to make money. It's like, guys, this is all in the span of literally 4 hours, right? So literally this is 4 hours. This is not like we haven't been writing this like project for a long time. This is a 4 hour span. And it's like these are the spikes that you can feel during this. So it's kind of wild. I do want to talk about real quick, like, what do you think? So we've seen definitely a downtick in NFT, volume and momentum and stuff like that. And I think there are definitely different cycles where NFTs spike and then meme coins spike and all this stuff. I would say like trading a meme coin, it's just so much faster. Where it's like if you're really just trying to double your bag, it's like why would you keep it in an NFT?
Right. Yeah. I
Right?
mean,
Like,
right now, certainly it's all about meme coins right now. Like if you're in the game of gambling and you're interested in messing around with crypto and getting into like kind of high adrenaline plays, the meme coin is the way to go. I mean, it's and also on Solana because the fees are so low. But like it was like that for NFTs. Like
it
NFTs were
was
100
right.
in a few days. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean not even. I mean we'd be watching all night like charts, and NFTs will emit tokens that you trade. Like I definitely think like the liquidity of coins in general and the fungibleness of it like makes it easier to part with, and it's just a lot of upswings, a lot of downswings, easy to FOMO in, easy to FOMO out. But
I
yeah,
was reading
it's
somebody's thread recently, and they were saying the thing that people underestimate about meme coins versus NFTs is like to your point, like NFTs kind of have a face where versus meme coins just don't. Like there is no connection
right.
with like this project. It's just like, hey, I got a target. Let me get in and out. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. And I think also like there are communities and there are going to be communities that differentiate themselves in the meme coin kind of world that offer utility. They do different things. We saw one with like that was shared in one of our group chats, like that's like a revenue sharing kind of like Solana Visa gift card.
Yeah,
Like
we'll
these are
see your
things that differentiate themselves, like similar to like NFTs that right where it's like started. That's where utility came from. Like what's the value proposition, right? So
Yeah.
it's like it's definitely really interesting, and we'll see where we end up here. I think it's a positive for the space, and I think as we get more publicity and as crypto continues towards the halving in May, we're going to see a lot more opportunities like this. It's a pretty special time. The life-changing money comes around once every so often in this space, and if you're around to capitalize on it, it can be pretty exciting.
Yeah, and the way to do it, and the like, because I was not a big like I usually diversify portfolio and stuff like that. One way to do it is obviously don't invest anything you can't afford to lose, especially in this
Right.
stuff. You cannot be just you can't take that risk because you really don't know. Like the spikes are so vicious where on a day-to-day basis this can completely change and your back can be wiped out. So that's something for sure people should understand. Um, but on the other note, it's like I really am seeing the value of just riding, a specific winner of the day here. Because for me, I was in like 3 different or 4 different coins. And then when I saw like Nick and Rich, these tokens, not people, pumping, it's like, hey, like I have based on this chart, based on like what's going on, the momentum, the conversation on Twitter and all this other stuff, I really can see this, going pumping, right? So why would I keep it in these other projects or tokens that are not moving right now? Just ride your winner, and then you can probably come back into this other project tomorrow, right? Like it's
Right.
probably not going to spike that much, right? Because the conversation is being owned by these two specific projects. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, and I think that it's kind of fun. Like at the end of the day, we're here to have fun as well and make some money. Like I think this is the part of the cycle where it's like we were focused on infrastructure, focused on L1s, L2s, KYC, velocity of transactions, and now this is like a little bit more degen and fun, and we're definitely having a good time. And it's tough even to
It's good when numbers going up. It's good when numbers going up. It's a lot of fun when numbers
it's
when
a
it's
lot
not.
more fun when numbers are going up. It's a lot more fun. It's an emotional experience.
I can still see it on you're still like, oh, you're like,
I'm rocked, bro. I'm, I'm rocked. I'm rocked, man. I forgot about this, man.
you forgot about it. Yeah. This is what it
God,
is. You
dude,
have like, it's not for, because if you just go with the swings, you're like, oh, it's going down, I gotta get out. It's like, well, there's no point. You're gonna miss it, right? Like, you gotta
right,
be
yeah.
in it at least for the day. And this is another thing where it's like, man, like the price target thing. It's like, to really do well in this space, you gotta just have a price target based on
I agree.
what you think you're in, and just get out, like, and close the window, like just get out.
Yeah,
Because
and feel good about what you've
and feel
accomplished.
good, right? Like you 5x or 10 or whatever you did, right? 2x, it doesn't matter, but you gotta like, because the FOMO, if you don't, right, you can ride a thing down and just be really upset.
Yeah, you're damn right. And I think like it's setting those guardrails, but also it's hard to like let your winners run and have a price target, like with these type of things.
These
'Cause
two
it's
things
already
are a bit opposite. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like when you're investing seriously into companies you believe in on crypto
Yeah.
versus meme coins, the strategy is completely different.
Yeah.
These things have a short shelf life, and that's what I get really sensitive to. And that's part of the reason why I'm like super stressed right now, because I understand how quickly this space loses attention.
Yeah.
And also it's just like when there's this whole thing with Rich versus Nick. By the way, the token we're talking about is Rich, not financial advice. But like it's tough to understand. Also, Twitter is such a weird, like it doesn't like do things by like chronologically anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know like how many people are tweeting about it, like what's going on. Like it's harder for me to track.
Well, you can go to
So
latest. You can go to latest. You
I
can just
know,
search it.
I do that. I'm able to see some things, and I think we need a the tweets are coming in a little bit faster than they were. I'll say that. Like it's picking up a little bit.
That's the thing.
Whether
Yeah,
that
that's why that is, I think that's my ultimate test, where it's like, is there conversation around this? If there's conversation around it, I want to ride it. If there's no conversation around it, it's like it's probably waning a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And like I'm looking at the Nick chart right now, trying to understand where we end up here. And we still got like a green candle because I'm using Nick to chart, like help me
Chart Rich.
understand. Yeah, because I think Rich is also kind of connected to Nick because it's just all the same meme.
Yeah.
So it's like it's good. I just want to get over this 05 level. Like we went down. Down, and I was
I can hear the pain in your voice. That's the funny thing. Like
I know. It's insane, bro. It's insane. It's messing with my head. It's just like, bro, like you got. I think I got like a niece ultimate in there all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of a sudden you take this, and then we got like experts chiming in, like charting it for us. You get like experts charting it for us, like being like, no, if it rejects here, like if it goes down, it's good. You know what I mean? That's always the funny thing.
I love the charts of like, if it comes here, then you're gonna see it just spike that way. It's like, how does number go up? I don't understand this.
Yeah, how does just make number go up? And it's going up a little bit. It's going up a little bit. You got to have some hope. You got to have some conviction. You got to believe in something in this space. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's your day. Maybe you can do it. It's not just get out and leave. Believe in yourself. So
mind you, guys, just so you know, Roman literally 30 minutes ago was like, guys, I'm not doing well. Should I get out? Like, you got to stick through. You got to have conviction.
Yeah. You're like, dude, chill out. Well, I was also sitting here three hours ago now and FaceTiming you screaming, turn up in my apartment going off because let me tell you something. Yeah. It's a roller coaster and you haven't we've been in this game as losers for years. I mean, the last 1,000 days at least, has been brutal.
We were big winners and then we just kind of stayed stagnant. I don't think we actually lost. I think we're
No, but I'm
basically
saying like, yeah, but like we survived the bear market. I mean, we're talking, you know,
yeah.
we're looking for dinner and we find a stick and eat the
Yeah.
bark on it. Now we're actually, you know, freaking eating amazing food and like fascinating exotic animals are at our side. Like it's like the best time in the world right now. And like we're pumping and we're like we're also we're literally like almost fully back. And
You said, you said fascinating animal.
dude, I'm telling you, like that's what it feels like. Like the difference between me 10 minutes ago in the beginning of the show and now
Okay,
is
exactly. I was about to say that if you literally just fast forward, like rewind 10 minutes ago, you're like, yeah, man. You know, it's just a process, and you're like, we're eating with exotic animals now.
I mean, dude, it's a mental battle, and like to come out on the other side victorious and like not capitulating, and like all your friends being like, "Let's go," and like it keep going up. It's what keeps things like I think that like speaks to like the whole ethos of meme coins. Like
Yeah,
it's like that's really what it's all about. It's so much fun,
I will
and like
say,
whatever.
I will say,
We're having fun on
meme,
this show today. We're having
meme
fun
coin
on this show.
trading. Meme coin trading is a group activity. It
It's a
has
group,
to be a group
yeah,
activity.
yeah. It's way more
Not
fun when
do
it's a
this
group
shit by
activity.
yourself, because if you do it by yourself, you'll probably just get out early, or you'll get out too late, and you'll be upset either way, right? Like you gotta be doing it with other people that understand the madness, so
Yeah.
that you're in
So
it
and they can
together.
ground you. They can ground you. I mean, you need help. Like I was on a call earlier and I'm just staring at my chart. The person's like, hello. I'm like, sorry, like half my heart just chopped out of my chest. I just saw like a red candle that'll send you freaking nightmares. And then the other side of it is like you want to jump and dance around. So it's just been a very and like time just moves very. It's 7:00 p.m. where I am. It's been 7 hours or 6 hours, 5 hours since I started this journey, and it's just like crazy, man.
I love it, man. It's really a lot of fun. I so just on the culture point of view, right? Like
Yeah,
what something that people don't understand, right? If you're not part of it, you cannot, like if you're trying to, oh, I want to get into Web3 and I want to start a project. It's like, all right, you will not be able to learn what this actually is unless you live in a Telegram or Twitter, or probably not even Discord anymore, but like you got to live in one of these communities so you actually understand the cultural reality of the day. Because actually, on a day-to-day basis, it changes. Like Nick was not a big thing a week ago, right? This guy, I don't even like he existed. He himself was part of the community and was doing great. But this idea of waking up and choosing rich was not a thing. Like it was not a thing. And now it
it's
is.
like such an organic meme, and it's a genius meme.
Bro,
It's
he
a
took
genius.
over all of Web3 right now. All of it.
Elon, Dave Portnoy, like all the classic forebearers of like ridiculous adoption, like returned for like I chose Rich Nick, and he,
Wait,
you know,
I want to make Roman happy right now, real quick. 1 second, guys. I want to make Roman happy.
bring up the chart.
Chart up, baby. Chart up.
Let's 4 minutes of the show. Let's just do some chart watching all together here. So in the beginning of the show, we were at the end of the red wick.
We were like here.
Literally at the end of the
we were
red
like
wick.
here.
Which was,
We were here.
yeah, this is by the way for Sol. Can you go to USDC? The chart for USDC?
I don't know. I look at Sol. I don't even know how to.
Oh, you look at Sol. Okay, fair enough. So we're up much more. Like run us through this because it's in Sol. So I don't.
So guys, we were around here. 0.0040. You really just look at the number of where the actual real number starts, which is 40, whatever. Okay, so we were right here
at like a $4 million market cap. Like actually, at one point we almost went down to like $2.5 million market cap.
Yeah, before we started the show, we had climbed to like almost, I think it touched like 9 for a second, and then went all the way back down to 0.003. Okay, so 2/3 of the value was eliminated immediately. Okay, and you can see how volatile it is, right? But usually the number you're looking at is basically around market cap. So the market cap was around 6.02 million.
Right now it's 6 million.
Yeah. When we first started the show, just so you know, market cap was around 3 million. Okay. So
Yeah.
in a half an hour, everything basically changed.
It doubled. The price has doubled in a half hour. It
It's
has literally
insane.
doubled. And we're not financial advice. This is suffering. This is sadistic stuff that
Yeah,
honestly, I'm not built for this. I am not built for this. I am freaking out. I haven't eaten. I got back from a spin class today, and on my phone, I bought it. Like somebody said, choose rich. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to buy just a bunch of choose rich. I did it. And I didn't
we first started, by the way, you were smart. We were all on Nick, and then we were talking about Rich, and you're like, you know what, guys? Rich sounds better. I'm gonna choose Rich. And then you chose Rich. I chose Rich about 10 minutes after you. Market cap was completely different. And here we are.
900K market cap.
Here we are.
It's at 6 mil now. I mean, that's insane. No?
One day.
I mean,
this is 5 hours.
Yeah, I mean, this is real. These are real gains. This is something for real. Like this, it's and obviously we're not only talking about our positions. This is the general market we're talking about. We're not shilling anything. It is what it is. This is just our show. We need to talk about what's going on in our lives right now. And this is the main character. It's a lot of fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I got to run to my next. Mina, you want to close out the show?
We'll see you again on Thursday. We'll give you a recap as to what the hell happened. Hopefully,
I'm sure we'll have some crazy story to tell. Regardless,
we love you guys. We're on Twitter. We're on LinkedIn. We're on YouTube.
Oh, so our LinkedIn, we're almost at 150 subs. So we're going to be able to do that, the newsletter directly on LinkedIn really soon. So excited about that. I want to incorporate some video content on that too. So it should be fun.
Yeah, man. We'll keep pumping. Follow Brandverse. We love you guys. Stay rich.
Stay rich.
Peace out.